Alright fam, so let me show you how we made those pastelitos de guava. And we're going to make two variations of it. We're going to put some cream cheese in one of them and one with just guava. So the other one is a pastelillo de guava y queso. Okay, so the thing is we're going to take these here, which is no more than a pastry puff. And so you're going to want some of these. It comes two bundles in there, and have your rolling pin, some paper, and basically what you want to do, you just want to work this. You're not going to press down hard, but what you want to do, you want to flatten this out so you can get that dough to expand a little bit. And also, if you find that in between here it starts to come apart, take your little bit of water, and not a lot, just a little bit, and put between there. And what that'll do for you is it'll just put it back together for you. So, and then you just want to come right here and you're just trying to work it and get it a little bit flatter than what it comes out of the box. And again, we're not trying to press down hard or anything like that. We just wanted to flatten it out some. So let's move into our next step. Now we have our pastry nice and rolled out, nice and flat. So in this step, what you're going to need is a pizza cutter. Here's our guava. We have one egg, in which I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water to it, just so that way it thins it out just a little bit. Okay, you don't need a lot, just a little. And then, of course, our cream cheese. And so then basically all we're going to do, we're going to just whisk that together. And then our handy dandy pizza cutter. And basically all we're going to do is just take this. These don't have to be perfect or anything like that. You know, you can make these as big or as small as you want to, you know, for as many as you think you're going to make. So, and this is all it basically is. And this doesn't have to look pretty, like I said, you know. And then what happens after you do that, you just make sure they're cut all the way through. So I like to go back twice just in case on that first go round I didn't get them all. I didn't get the little corners. So easy as pie, right? Then our next step is to just assemble it. Now you could put as little or as much as you want, right? So for me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cream cheese down first. So we're going to cut us some pieces of cream cheese. And all we're going to do is we're just going to lay that right there. And then I'm going to put about, and I like to cut these down into little squares like that. And that's what we're going to do. So for all them, we have 3 here, you know, and we're going to take, and what we'll do, we'll put the tops on them, and then we'll go into the next step. Okay, now that we have our guava and our cream cheese on here, I want to show you this. You know, you have another piece of this, so those are going to act as the tops for these. So I didn't run out. We have the other one to put on top. So I just use these because I'm going to do this right here. So our next step is to take our handy dandy brush and take it, dip it in this egg wash. And what we want to do is brush these corners. This is going to help with when it's baking, to keep those corners nice and flaky, and it also helps with this stuff binding together. So that's another good thing about using the egg wash. Put that in there, put it on the corners, just like that. And then after we do that, and you don't, this does not have to be, again, you don't have to be perfect with this or anything. So then our next thing is to take these and push them down together just like that, and that's what that egg wash does. It helps hold them together, those corner pieces, so that way it doesn't come apart in the process. And as you can see, this is what you end up with. So let's move that one out the way and let's do this one. You just take that dough and stretch it a little bit that way, stretch it a little bit this way, and we'll seal it down just like that. And there you have it. And let me show you what one of the next steps are. Just a second. So here we are again using this egg wash. And what we're going to do, we're going to brush the corners again and also the top of it. So I like just to go in that motion and then just like this. And again, that's going to help when it's baking. It's going to help, you know, keep it flaky and everything. So that's always a good thing. So now we come to the next part, which will be taking our fork, and all we're doing is pressing down. And if it, just like with empanadillas, when you're making it and you have your dough and it starts to try to stick to your fork, just get you a little bit of water and it'll help with, it'll take care of, you know, it trying to stick to your fork. So just a little bit of water, you don't need a lot, and just like that, it will help. So, and all we're gonna do is just pretty much crimp these sides in here. And then these will be ready to go into the oven. And also before that, I almost forgot, you're gonna need your knife. So you're gonna have to take your knife and you're gonna cut slits down here. Make sure you get down in there because this is gonna help it when it's cooking for that guava to cook also. Even though it's gonna be warm in there, it's gonna help that heat expand out of there and your pastry come up as well. So make sure you put your slits in there and then that'll be ready to go into the oven. So let's get all these assembled and then we'll move into the next step. All right, so now we have them all assembled. I didn't put the ones with just guava on here because it would just been repetitive. It's the same exact process as you would with those. And so now I'm got my oven preheated to 400 degrees and we're gonna let these cook for between 20 and 25 minutes. Usually, you know how your stove works, so some may take longer, some may take, maybe a little faster, but keep an eye on them. You know, they want to be puffed up and they want to be a golden color. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put these in the oven and then I'll see you back real soon. Okay, fam, so I pulled them out. They're extremely warm right now. And what I like to do, like I told you, is come in here with this and I just like to take, look how delicious that looks. Look how cool that looks. And this is why I do it with this, because it makes less of a mess as well than with just a spoon where you'll just get a bunch of clumps. So I wanted to show you guys that, how we do that. And then we'll move into brushing the honey on the others. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some of this powdered sugar onto the others, and then I'll see you in just a minute. We've moved just our guava pastry over here now. They're extremely hot, so like I said earlier, I was gonna brush some of that honey on there. I just pulled it out of the microwave, and so all we're gonna do now is just take and brush it on there. 10 seconds will be more than sufficient enough for you. because you don't want that honey to burn or do anything. That's why I just normally go with a safe range of 10 seconds. So we're just going to brush this onto these. These things are so delicious, especially with a cup of coffee in the morning. Oh man, and then the other thing is with these, when you make them, you want to put them in an airtight container with the leftover ones. You know, something maybe like one of those containers that have, what am I trying to say here, fam? You know what I mean. I wanted to say Ziploc, but that's a Ziploc bag. But anyway, yeah, just put it in a container, and then the next morning, if you're going to have it the next morning or later on after supper as a sweet little treat or something, just go ahead and put it in, keep it in there till you're ready, and then get it in the microwave 10 seconds, and you'll be ready to go. Because that sealed airtight container is going to keep it at its freshness. So with that, so now we got these brushed. Let's get one or two of them on a plate, and so we can see the inside. Okay, fam, and that's how you make pastelitos de guava and pastelitos y queso. So, as you can see, look how beautiful that looks. Let's go ahead and get it open. We're gonna just do the one with honey on it first. You could hear it. Look at that. Man, look how good that is. Just the way it comes apart and just the gooiness of it. Man, let's get a taste. Still warm there, almost burnt my mouth. And let's open the other one up for you. And there you have it. Let's get a taste of that one. That is so delicious. The sweetness with the cream cheese coming together in a flaky pastry like that is so good. It's great after a meal. And like I said, the word came to me, Tupperware. Earlier on in the video when I was trying to tell you about an airtight container, Tupperware. You put those in there, your leftover ones. You can pop them back in the microwave, 10 seconds, you're good to go. But these are a great little thing to bring to little get-togethers, Sunday brunches, whatever it is. It's just an overall great little quick and easy treat. And so, fam, thank you for joining me in the kitchen again for another one of my creations. Again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the page. It just helps the algorithm, helps me out. Thank you very much. And again, you guys, you just have a great day. And like I always say, hug your loved ones, tell them you love them. Until next time, peace. Okay.